usual. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tips and Tools for Sunday School, where we're training teachers, building programs for life transformation. I'm your host, Coach Patty. I'm back. I know it's been a long time since I've been on live, but we're fresh. I'm fresh back from our International AIM Convention. Woo! That was held right here in Baltimore, Maryland last week. It was wonderful. If you were here, if you were a part of AIM, just put it in the chat. I was a part of AIM. I am so excited. We had a wonderful time. We was blessed. And during AIM, of course, I served with the International Sunday School Department, and I had the opportunity to teach again this summer my technology class. And in technology, we talked about the mind of God. And we talked that technology is God and that God created technology. And one of the main points we walked away with is that God has always used the tools that man has in order to accomplish his mission. Hey, if you wasn't there, it was wonderful. For those that joined us for the technology class, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully you've gotten your email, you've gotten your coupon code to join me at a discounted price for some upcoming training. If you haven't checked your email, for those of you who came to the training and you downloaded the AI Readiness Guide, I sent you an email already summarizing some of the things we did and sending you a code for a discount on some upcoming training. Well, it's Tuesday, and I have to give you a tip. I'm going to commit to doing this. I got to do better with our community. Our tip today is, many of you know that I love ChatGPT. It is the one that I primarily use. And ChatGPT is doing great now. You can do flyers, pictures, all of those things now. It is so much better than it was 2 or 3 years ago. But one of the things you do notice is that all of the flyers kind of look alike. Well, if you want your flyer to look a little bit different than everybody else's, here's a tip. When you put your prompt in to create your flyer, also remove the Canvas filter. And it will take off that generic Canvas filter that all of the ChatGPT flyers have. And so that's just one way that you can use ChatGPT and look a little different and look a little unique in using that technology. With that said, you can join me. I have some upcoming training for you. On July 27th, I'm doing an intro to ChatGPT. I'll be giving you some tips just like that during that class and helping you walk through using it, all of the tools, some techniques, and we'll do some hands-on work. So if you're interested in doing that class, you'll be able to ask me questions. It is going to be the perfect time. If you've ever had a question about ChatGPT, if you ever want to know anything, that is the class for you. It's only $20. Hit the QR code and join me. One of the other things we talked about during the AIM training was rippling your reach. And in that particular workshop, I'm going to show you how to use a sermon or a lesson to reach your community during the week, to do spiritual formation, to do discipleship, and to do community outreach. So join me for those two classes at the end of this month and the beginning of August. I am so looking forward to continuing to share with each and every one of you. I've got to get off because I'm on my way to teaching. It's Tuesday, and every Tuesday I do a community Bible study. And you can join me if you want to join me for Bible study. Here's the information. Anybody can join. It is an open Bible study, which means you can join at any time. We are reading through the Bible, and tonight our lesson is on Esther. We're going to talk about dealing with the people, policies, and practices for the believer who is called for such a time as this. Esther, the 4th chapter, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be dynamic. Now, for those of you who want information on an example on how we can do the rippling your reach. As I was telling them in the class, I actually do this summer at the church that I serve, where I serve as a director of Christian education. I actually practice rippling your reach. We're doing it this summer, and you can join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. at the Carter Memorial Church website, YouTube, and Facebook. If you want to give an example, say an example of how I use Sunday sermon, and teach it on Wednesday. If you want to see that, you can join me for that on Wednesday. I'm trying to get the flyer really quickly so I can share that with you so you can join us on for that. Again, if you want an example of how I do, and I can show you how to do the ripple for your reach, how to take a sermon on Sunday and make it a Bible study during the week, you can join me on Wednesday. I believe I have the graphic now that I can share with you. And so you can have it, so you can join me on Wednesday. So yes, here it is. This is the graphic. You can join me on Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Carter Memorial Church of Baltimore on YouTube and Facebook. And I will show you how to take a message from Sunday and turn it into a Bible study. So you have two opportunities during the week to join me for Bible study. You can join me for Bible study on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. in our Zoom room. And there we are walking through the Bible together. Or you can join me on Wednesdays live on Facebook and YouTube at the Carter Memorial Church of Baltimore, where I'll be doing the Summer Sunday Sermon Series. All right. Thank you again for joining us for Tips and Tools for Sunday School, where we are training teachers, building programs for life transformation. And I'm your host, and I will see you next time. I'll put up the training information and hope to see you soon.